Good evening everyone. I am Chitranshi Khandalkar from FIZ Robotic Solutions. I am a public relations specialist and host for the today's interview for a very special episode with a very special person in extended Visheshagya Sammelan season 4. Today, I would like to welcome Major General Dr. Dilawar Singh ji on our platform as eminent speaker on the occasion of Indian Air Force Day. So before that, let me introduce his achievements and details about his work so that we'll be more familiar with him. He is a triple postgraduate, double management graduate and par excellence combat soldier. He is a global leader of diverse field and subjects and lifetime awardee. He is the governing board member of Rashtriya Raksha University and strategy advisor to National Forensic University. He is also the record holder of counter-terrorist operations. He is the former National Director General of Youth Affairs Department at Government of India. So as of now, he is the Senior VP of Global Economist Forum, ECOSOC, United Nations. Also, he is the President of Para Sports Federation of India and Senior Advisor Strategist at Paralympic Committee of India. He is the founder and director of Global Chamber of Sports, Education and Culture. So let's everybody welcome Major General Dr. Dilawar Singh ji. So Dilawar sir, we'll be beginning with your Q&A session.
Yeah,
Shall we begin, sir?
please.
ओके सर। ओके सर, तो हम लोग सब जानते हैं कि आज हम लोगों का जो टॉपिक है डिस्कशन का वो लीडरशिप से रिलेटेड है। तो जो हमारा पूरा सेशन रहेगा वो लीडरशिप पे रहेगा। तो कुछ क्वेश्चंस मैंने प्रिपेयर किए हैं जिस पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे। सो विल बी बिगिन विद इट सर। तो सर, डू यू थिंक बिकमिंग अ लीडर इज इम्पोर्टेंट?
Thank you, Chitranshi. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for your platform.
थैंक यू।
And Jai Hind, a very strong Jai Hind to all your viewers. And my best wishes to each one of you. And even before I say yes to your question,
ओके
I would like to wish that each one of you becomes a very good leader in your chosen fields.
ओके
In any field today, every parent wants their child to lead. So if the child leads means they want their child to become a leader. Every child also aspires to do well, to do so well that he or she outpaces others, which means there is an inborn desire amongst all of us to do better than others, to be meritorious, to be recognized, to be acknowledged for our good deeds, for our good qualities, for our good achievements, and for our good performance. Hence, leadership at the individual level, at the family level, is very important. Go ahead. And if we go ahead and see, what we find is that not only at the individual and family level, the leadership is essential. You take any field, you need good leaders. If you
डेफिनेटली।
want to get yourself good education, you want the best teacher to teach you. If you want to get treated for some ailment, and if you go to the hospital, you look for the best doctor. If you look at your country, you want the best leader to lead your country. If you look at the world, you feel that there should be a global leader who should guide everybody in the world how to develop, how to grow, and how to do well. Such goodness which is essential for everybody across the globe. So, if I may say that at every level, there is a need for a good leader. Therefore, leadership is very, very important.
Okay. Okay, that was quite, you can say, full of enthusiasm. I'm filled with enthusiasm, sir. So we'll move ahead with our next question, which would be, what do you consider as the important steps of development of leadership, a young leadership level, like schools and colleges?
A very good question. Chaitranshi,
Yeah,
congratulations.
yeah,
I
our
must
students.
congratulate you for a wonderful question, right?
Thank you, sir.
You see, if we do not start imbibing and ingraining the good leadership qualities among children, there is no way we can do it at a later stage. At the later stage, we will be improving on those qualities which we have built as a foundation at the initial stage, that is, at the childhood stage,
Correct.
right? So, like if you see that in a class there is a monitor and there are other children, and normally the teacher appoints a monitor based on the merit of a child, based on the good qualities, good performance, good ability of a child. Now, how do we ingrain these good qualities of leadership at the younger ages?
Right.
That is very important. When we look at even very, very young toddlers, starting from that age of very small children, we tell them, don't put your hand in the fire.
Right.
Don't jump into a pit where you can get hurt.
How?
Don't
Right.
jump from a wall. Don't jump from a roof. So we are guiding our children in a way. In the same way, we need to guide our children for leadership. So if we have to do that, what all do we have to do? First thing first that we need to do is to develop the common sense.
Right.
We have to develop common sense.
Hmm.
We have to develop the understanding of a child, understanding about what is good, what is not good, what is better for a child, what is better for his family, what is better for the interest of a larger group, whether it is a community, whether it is a country, whether it is humanity. So, a child should be able to develop compassion for others, understanding, mutual understanding with others. A child should be able to distinguish what is good, what is bad. In other words, a child should be able to listen to his or her own conscience and work or perform as per the conscience. Your
Right.
conscience never tells you to do something wrong. So we have to repeatedly ingrain in a child how to listen to a conscience and stick to what the conscience recommends to you. For example, if a child enters a class and he finds a 500 rupee note when nobody is seeing him, he is the only child in the class, and he finds a 500 rupee note lying on the floor in the class. So his conscience or her conscience will tell that this currency note is to be given to the one who owns it.
Right.
So a good child would have been groomed by his parents and his teachers and his elder brothers and sisters to ask whose currency it is. If he or she finds the rightful owner, hand it over. Otherwise, hand it over to the teacher so that the teacher can then hand it over to the rightful owner. So, this is an example of good conduct, listening to your conscience. Your conscience will never tell you to pick up the currency note and put it in your pocket and not tell anybody. Right? So, integrity, mutual understanding, compassion for others, analysis of good and bad, and very, very important for a child is to understand two concepts. What are these two concepts? One
Okay.
is the importance of time.
Hmm.
how to utilize every single moment of time for the benefit of learning and for the benefit of playing and developing a holistic personality,
Right.
right? So first is time and second is prioritization. What is more important? What
Hmm.
is less important? What should be done earlier? How much resources should be allocated or what amount of effort should be allocated for what is more priority? So that is how, in a very, very simple way, you can ingrain the leadership qualities in the children and then tell them to excel, do better than others. If that is possible, if they understand everything correctly,
Hmm.
have the priority clearly in their mind,
Hmm.
and then try to do better than others by best of understanding, not by memorizing, but by understanding.
Understand.
Right?
Right.
The next question, please.
Yeah. So the most important question is, what motivated you to become a leader and join the Indian Army as an officer?
In my case, it was very simple. In my case, it was very easy because my great grandfather was in the army, my grandfather was in the services, my father was in the services. So, in my case, it was a family tradition which I was following. But at the same time, I must also tell you that before joining the army, I had already set up a very good business of
Okay.
exporting jewelry.
Oh.
It was a very good business. I was doing very well. But yet I chose to join the army because by joining the army, you can truly serve the humanity and your nation
Nation.
by protecting everybody, by defending the integrity of your country, and by earning the maximum respect in the army and also in the country. So that is what motivated me to join the army.
Um, okay. Well, that's a really big thing to hear from you, sir, yourself, sir. So, being a leader, how did you manage your entire team and what are the major difficulties you faced?
You see, being in the army, you get teams to command
Right.
from a very small team to a very large team.
Correct.
As an officer, the smallest team that you get is to command a platoon. A platoon has the strength, or you can say in easy terms to understand, about 40 people.
Okay.
So it starts from there, and then you could graduate to becoming a general officer when you will be given a few thousand people to command.
Hmm.
And if you become an army commander or if you become the chief, then you have the opportunity to command lakhs of troops,
Okay.
right? So at each stage, you have to develop your qualities, your method of functioning, which should be so good that you are able to manage your teams very, very efficiently and very effectively.
Hmm.
So, what do you do for that? The first thing that you need to do for that is that every single thing that your team is required to do, you should be able to understand and do it yourself better than anybody else. For example, if I want my soldiers to shoot good, shoot well, I should first practice and become a very good shooter myself. If I want my soldiers to develop good endurance, to run 20 kilometers or to climb a mountain in a certain time, then I should be able to practice and develop that capability myself first. Having done that, then you demonstrate to everybody that look, this is how it can be done well, and then guide them how to do it well with lesser effort, with better practice, with better skills, with better techniques. and also make sure that they undergo least of difficulties, and also develop a credibility, a confidence in the people that you command, that in case something goes wrong, that you will be able to take care of that person fully and also take care of his family fully. If you do all the things correctly, then your soldiers will obey every order that you give to them.
Okay.
But if you are not a good shooter, and if you want your people to shoot well, there is a difficulty.
Hmm.
If you can't climb yourself and you want your people to climb, there is a difficulty. If you are dishonest and if you want them to be honest, there is a difficulty. So, to solve the difficulties and to lead effectively and to lead efficiently and to prove to be a good leader, all that you need to do is learn everything and do it well yourself first, and then demonstrate that to your soldiers, and then motivate them so that they follow you. Right?
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So, how do you influence your team to accept your decisions or ideas for any particular work? Or is there any other way around it?
No, it is very simple. You see, if you want your team to do something,
Hmm.
you have to build their confidence in that particular task.
Okay.
They should be clear that the cause for which they are going to act is a just cause.
Hmm.
You should be able to explain how it is going to contribute to the goodness of the unit itself or the nation itself. And if you are able to give the instructions very, very clearly, in which it is easy for them to understand why we are doing, how we are going to do, then it becomes that much easier for them to follow. Then the challenges are lesser. But in case your instructions, your actions itself leave gaps, then there will be chances of people not understanding those particular aspects. It may not happen with all the soldiers. Some of them may have good experience and may be able to still understand. But then at the same time, there will be other soldiers who may not have that same equal kind of experience. And there may be gaps which will need either clarification, or if you don't give the clarification and if you launch them into an action, then there might be undesirable consequences. So, therefore, the best way to do is to make very sound plans, good plans, explain the plan very well to them, give very clear instructions, give very clear responsibilities to each one of them, divide the responsibilities very clearly, motivate them, and then you will face very little challenges and you'll get your success easily. The same thing applies not only in the army but also in the other organizations. Take any organization, take a corporate or take a company, take an industry, take a workshop, take a political field, the same things apply. So a leader can easily make his subordinates follow him and motivate them by giving clear cut responsibilities and by making sure that they understand that what they're going to do and the way they are being made to do it is the best way, and it will surely lead to success. Everybody wants to succeed, nobody wants to fail. So if you are able to develop that confidence that by doing what you're telling them they will get success, then certainly they will follow you.
Right. Okay. So now ahead moving with our last question of the session, which is very important question for all of us. So, what will be your message to our young enthusiasts who are watching, and want to become like you in our future? So, what will
Yes.
be your message for them?
Yes, I will tell you a very simple message that you need to remember.
Okay.
Very, very simple message. What is that? That message is, remember a slogan:
Okay.
nation first, character must. I repeat,
Okay.
nation first,
First,
character must.
must.
And for doing that effectively, develop your capabilities. And how do you develop those capabilities? Irrespective of whether you get good parents who can guide you or not, irrespective of whether you can get good teachers or not. If you want to be a good leader, you should develop the ability to develop your capabilities by your own effort, by your self learning. And what is the best example for self learning? The best example for self learning is Eklavya.
Okay. Right.
Eklavya. I think most of us know about
Yes.
Eklavya. Eklavya was the same young person who went to Guru Drone to learn archery, and he was denied the same facility as was being given to other students. And thereafter he came back and he started self learning, and he mastered the art of archery so well that he learned better than any other student. If you want to take any other example as to how to motivate yourself, how to change your performance depending on situations, and how to get success in every kind of situation, then you have to remember the different activities of Lord Hanuman,
Right.
right?
Right.
And try to follow the path followed by Lord Rama. When we say he was Maryada Purushottam, means you have certain
Fine.
lines of good conduct which we should not cross.
Right.
And if you want to be a situational leader, then look at Lord Krishna, how he finds a method to succeed in every different situation. So there are many historical and other anecdotes available in our national, traditional, cultural stories from which we can learn about leadership.
Okay. So, one last question out of your curiosity, I would like to ask you, sir, that what do you feel about the needs of leadership at national and global level, sir? What are your feedback on this?
Okay, you see, the leadership which one requires at the national and global level is, the first thing that you need is that the vision clarity of the leader at the national level should be absolute brilliant.
Oh,
That vision clarity should be the best. One should be able to not only have clarity about the current prevailing situation and circumstances, but also have very clear understanding of the likely unfolding future of next few years. And when I say next few years, I say at least 10 to 20 years.
right.
That clarity should be there. The second thing which should be there is understanding the needs of the different types and different kinds and different categories of people in the country, the different resources available, and how to synergize these to get the best output out of the nation for the benefit of everybody, especially the weakest people.
Okay.
And when you go to the global level, the leadership involves understanding of issues which are global, understanding the multicultural environment in which people are required to function, understand the compulsions and needs of different people, different countries, and synergize them toward the common cause, common goals which are good for humanity, good for Mother Earth, good for environment, and good for all of us.
Okay. Okay. So, this was really an insightful session from you, sir, and it was really a privilege to have you on our platform, sir. We would really like to thank you for sparing some few minutes from your busy schedule for us, sir. And
Thank you, Chitranshi. Thank you so much. And my Jai Hind to you and to your viewers.
Jai Hind,
And
sir.
I'm very sure that each one of you will try to work hard and strive to be a very good leader, because we need lots and lots of leaders for our country. We need
sir.
lots and lots of need leaders for the world, and we need leaders in every field. And so, whichever field you choose, try to do the best. You be
Definitely,
the
sir.
best. My best
Definitely.
wishes for each one of you, right?
Yes, sir.
All the
Thank
best.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind.
Thank you. Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.
Innovation pays off.